Based on recent reports, the demand for rental properties in major cities like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane is far outstripping supply. This situation has even pushed many middle and low-income families out of the market, leading to an increasing housing insecurity. When we moved from New Zealand to Australia, we struggled to find a rental property. However, there were things that helped our rental property journey, such as reviewing our budget, researching online, attending inspections, preparing needed documentations beforehand, and applying as soon as possible. Moving to Australia? Well, you gotta plan with Veronica. On my previous video, I shared our general experience moving from New Zealand to Australia, and on this video, I want to share some suggestions to help you find your rental accommodation. The first two steps are determining your budget and researching online. Know how much you can afford to pay for rent and check out popular property listing websites like Domain and realestate.com.au. You can also use property management apps such as rent.com.au and flatmates.com.au to browse through rental properties in your area. In my situation, I received a job offer while living in New Zealand, so I was searching for rental properties while we were living outside of Australia, and this is how I searched using realestate.com.au. So this is the website. I have already created an account and logged in. The homepage will give you option to buy or rent or even look at sold properties. But for the purpose of this video, we will go to the rent and type a suburb. In this pretend scenario, let's say you got a job somewhere in Melbourne in one of these hospitals. Let's pick a suburb, say Richmond. By the way, I'm just picking random suburbs. And anyway, let's type that suburb in the search box. Now, the landing page will look like this. You have the menu on top, and if you click that, it will just give you options to look at properties for sale, for rent, and sold properties, and others. Now, just remember that you can filter your search results to save you some time in researching. So go and click filter. In this scenario, let's pretend we're looking for either apartment, unit, house, or townhouse. And let's say our budget, preferably $450, maximum $550 per week. That's in Australian dollars. Let's say we're looking for a minimum of 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, a minimum of 1 car space, and available date is any because we're not pushed for time just yet in our pretend scenario. And let's look at the results. So now that you have the result, you can actually sort that according to price. Personally, I prefer having the highest property first because I want to gauge the quality of the property within my budget and if it will fit our family situation and preferences. Now, you can carry on checking the list as is, or you can also view it in a map version. So it looks something like this. In this option, I think it would suit better, especially if you prefer to see the location of the property against, say, your workplace. As you click on the red dot, it will actually give you a preview of that property and it will show the price and location. So let's look at an example. So let's pretend that this is the property that is most preferable in our situation. So if you clicked on the actual link, the listing will also show the number of bedrooms, bath, number of car that can fit in the garage, and the type of property. There is also information around the rent per week and the band needed, plus available dates for viewing and when the property will be available for the next tenancy. Once you click on the actual listing, it will also show you property features. So in this example, it says here that you can have it as furnished or unfurnished, and unfortunately, it's only an off-street parking for 1 car. And as you scroll down, at the end of the advertisement, it will also provide some instructions on how to apply. So if you scroll down further, there is a contact page which you can complete. There's a tick box about asking what your inquiry is about. You can leave a message, your name, email address, and even phone number. and then you just hit send inquiry. We are going to look at other parameters to filter your search result, but first, if we're just meeting, kia ora, my name is Binibining Veronica. Welcome to the Little Cup from New Zealand to Australia, where I help people create better plans for their big move abroad. So if you want to plan better, make sure to hit like and subscribe. Salamat po! So let's go back to our filters. Perhaps you are wanting a bigger space, minimum 3-bedroom house which has space for 2 cars, but you're still hoping to get it within 550 per week. So you just change your options and hit search like in the screenshot here. And let's see what the result is. So as you can see, nothing came up within the price range. So you can modify the price and just hit any. And let's see what will come up. Looking at the map, let's pretend that you like to look at this dot here. And oh, look at that, $1,100 per week. Hello. For me, that is definitely over my budget, so that's not for me. But I don't know, maybe it fits your budget and preferences. So anyway, if you want to stick on our original hypothetical budget of $550, you may want to check apartments, units, or townhouse for this area, or even limit the number of beds, say from 3 to 2. Alright, so by doing this little exercise, you can see how it'll give you more insight on what property your budget can afford. And it'll also give you an opportunity to reflect on the property that you want, depending on its features, location, and price. Once you have a preferred rental accommodation, it's time to contact a real estate agent and attend inspections. Real estate agents have access to a range of properties that may not be listed online, so you may also want to contact one in the area where you're looking to rent. If you are able, attend a few property inspections to see if the property meets your needs and if there are any issues you need to be aware of. In our experience, we were still living in New Zealand when we were looking for rental properties in Australia. So we asked a friend to inspect a few property for us, but even after putting up applications, we still didn't get lucky. More on that later, but first, if you are enjoying this video, please make sure to hit like and subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you will know when I upload new videos just like this one. And if you want to support the channel, click that super thanks icon at the bottom of the video or simply buy me a coffee by clicking the link below. Alternatively, a big thumbs up always goes a long way. Salamat po! Next, prepare documentation. Have all necessary documents ready, including proof of income, rental history, and references from previous landlords or employers. In our situation, because I was starting a new job in Australia, I also provided my job offer and salary and used my new employer for my rental reference. Finally, apply as soon as possible. Rental properties in Australia move so quickly, so it's important to apply as soon as possible once you find a property that meets your needs. Now, let's look at some options. Depending on your personal situation, you may already have family or friends living in Australia, and you may want to consider living with them for the first few weeks, so that would really help. Otherwise, if you are moving by yourself, you may want to consider flatting or renting a room. Just note that there are Facebook groups for different suburbs in Australia. You may find that useful, but just be aware that there are a lot more scammers in this space, or at the very least, I have seen a few posts warning other people. So I guess all I'm saying is be careful, be smart, and keep researching. Alternatively, you may also want to consider staying in an Airbnb or in a hotel for the short term. Actually, this is what we did only because we didn't have any other options when we moved from New Zealand to Australia. Otherwise, you can check with your employer if they can help you look for rental accommodation or even if they provide financial support for this. Not all employer does this, so that's why for my family, we actually had to stay in a hotel short term. However, for my friend, her employer actually paid for their 2-week stay in the hotel. O, diba? Sana all. Overall experience for me, it was a lot easier to find a job as a nurse in Australia compared to finding a rental property. That latter process was really grueling and really challenging anyway. But again, that's just my experience. I hope your experience will be different. Question of the day. Where in Australia will you be moving and why? Let me know in the comment section below. In terms of choosing your preferred location, well, that will definitely vary on individual preferences and priorities, such as climate, lifestyle, job opportunities, healthcare, education, and cultural attractions. Each state has its own unique features and attractions to offer. In terms of rental price, I'll just share this slide from Property Council of Australia. So it's showing data from November 30, 2022. Median residential house rents. So here in Canberra, it says the average house rent is at $690 per week. For Adelaide, it's $480 per week. For Brisbane, it's $530. For Darwin, it's $600. For Hobart, it's $550. For Melbourne, it's $460. For Perth, it's $500. Sydney at $650 with an average of $541 per week. However, just know that this slide is just for general reference. Obviously, the actual price will vary, especially if you are living in a highly dense area, as you have seen in our initial search. And I actually have a friend who moved from New Zealand to Australia. They're living at Gold Coast now, and I do know that their property is about $860 per week, their rental property, only because it's a bigger house. I think it has 3 bedrooms. So again, the prices will still vary depending on your location, its features, if it's new or old, the number of cars can fit in the garage, things like that. If you enjoyed watching this video, then you may want to check out my other video about finding a job in Australia while still overseas. As always, I wish you all the best with your journey and I hope you will be blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye!